everyone. Welcome to my channel. I'm working today in my Bible journal, and this week's prompt or lesson is continuing on last week's lesson, which was praying circles around your loved ones or the prayers in your life that you've got going on. You're praying over and over. So this one is called Persistent Prayer. Traci's video, of course, will be linked below, and I encourage you to check that out. But for this week, she had a layout shared where there was a pocket on one side of the layout that was a circle-shaped pocket. And then on the other side, the other page, there's a tracker, a prayer tracker for 40 days. And so it's all about persistent prayer. Keep it on praying over the same things until you get your answer. Now, the significance of 40 is, wow. I had never looked into it, but 40 is mentioned more than 150 times in the New and Old Testaments, 24 times in reference to days and nights. The flood lasted 40 days. The Exodus lasted 40 years. 40 days of fasting in the desert where Jesus was tempted. 40 days between Jesus' resurrection to his ascension in heaven. Moses spent 40 years in the desert after killing the Midianite. Moses interceded on Israel's behalf for 40 days and 40 nights. The Israelite spies took 40 days to spy out Canaan. Goliath taunted Saul's army for 40 days before David arrived to slay him. So many different references to 40 in the Bible. Okay, now to my layout. I used some paper that I picked up at Joann's for 60% off. I did not pay the $20 for the pack. It is called Pastel Spring by Park Lane. And I had this vellum on hand. I wanted a darker background so that the dots on the vellum would be more noticeable. Added some lace to it to give it a more feminine, springy look. And inside the pocket, I'm going to add some tags that will have, one will have the significance again of the 40, and then one will be another prayer that I'm adding to my other prayers that I've got on the previous layout. Now, this paper here that I'm using is from a book, a notebook that is for practicing Chinese characters, Asian character writing. I will put the name of the book right here. I found this at Goodwill for 99 cents, and it had been never used. It was brand new. So excited to find that. Anyway, I cut out a piece that had 5 by 8, so it was 40 squares. And I used those little stamps from Dollar Tree, the clear stamps of the numbers. And I did the first one while I was watching YouTube and listening to YouTube, and I wasn't paying attention as well as I should. And I totally had to trash that one and do it again, turn everything off. And I did much better the second time, although it is a little wonky at times. But that's what I did. I wanted to alternate it between pink and purple because that was the colors of my scrapey paint background. And I was so excited I got to scrape a little bit of paint. I'd been wanting to do that since I'd watched one of Possum Patty's videos. So here I am getting ready to back the tracker and put that down. And of course I have to paint this side of the paper, and I'm using the same paint as I did on the left side. It is purple lilac Folk Art Purple Lilac acrylic paint. It's the metallic. And then Craft Smart, more metallic paint, acrylic paint in Pink Blush Pearl. Now I wanted to add Persistent Prayer as my title. So I got some pink, I found some pink letters, and they were from a friend. I got them for free, and I don't know how old they were. They were not sticking at all. So I had to put glue down and it took me a bit to figure out how to put them down where they will stay on this paint already. So I ended up having to put glue first on the paint and then put the letters down. And yes, through all the hassle, I first spelled persistent wrong, but thankfully it had not dried and it was easy to slide over. And after I got all of the letters down, I went over it with some Sparkle Mod Podge. And those are on now. They're on, I'm happy to say. They're not going anywhere. Now I wanted to put 40-day tracker, and something that Traci had shared with us in her video was about someone that had said you can conquer by continuing. I really loved that, and I wanted to add that. Now I'm making my tags out of Temu paper. This Temu 6x6 pack pattern paper is Spring is in the Air. And I just took a couple coordinating papers and backed them so it would make like a double-sided paper and made tags out of them. And so now I'm adding the final touches with a little bit of flowers, a little bit more lace, a little bling be coming on the flowers. And then inside the tags, the tall green one has another prayer. And then the short pink one will have the significance of the 40, because I just thought that was too cool. Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And as always, you have a blessed, crafty day. Bye-bye.